For over a century, the deepest parts of our oceans have represented Earth's final frontier. They are realms of crushing pressure, eternal darkness, and life forms so alien that they scarcely seem to belong on this planet. In the sunless zones, where conventional sight is useless, these creatures communicate using the language of light. They flash, pulse, and glow in patterns that serve a biological purpose: mating, hunting, defense. This is the accepted scientific explanation. But what if these dazzling light shows are more than just biology? What if they are intelligent, coded signals? Today, we dive into the abyssal plains to explore 10 bioluminescent deep-sea creatures whose light signatures are so complex, so mathematically precise, or so functionally unnecessary that fringe scientists, naval intelligence analysts, and ufologists believe they are not native life, but sophisticated biological communication relays, tools utilized by non-human, extraterrestrial intelligence operating beneath the waves. We explore the anomalies that conventional science cannot easily explain, the strange naval reports of organized light formations, and the chilling theory that the deepest, darkest parts of Earth are actually the staging grounds for visitors from another world. 1. The anglerfish. The anglerfish is the poster child for deep-sea terror. It lives in the bathyal zone, relying on a single, glowing appendage called the ESCA, bioluminescence feature. The ESCA emits a steady, rhythmic, bluish-green light produced by symbiotic bacteria. Its primary function is a lure for prey. The scientific gap-tar anomaly. The anomaly isn't the lure itself, but the incredible speed and precision with which the anglerfish can modulate the frequency and brightness of the light beyond what is necessary for simple hunting. Researchers have noted patterns that resemble prime number sequences or non-random, organized pulsing when multiple anglerfish are in proximity, far exceeding simple mating signals. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The theory suggests the ESCA isn't just a lure, it's a localized, self-sustaining light source acting as a beacon or marker. The complex rhythmic pulsing is interpreted as a method of checking deep-sea coordinates or signaling a safe zone to other non-local entities. 2. Vampire squid. Image of vampire squid. The vampire squid, living in the oxygen minimum zone, is famed for its dramatic defensive tactics. Bioluminescence. Feature when threatened. It performs a stunning fireworks display, ejecting a cloud of glowing mucus, bioluminescent ink, from the tips of its arms, confusing predators. The scientific gap, anomaly. The emitted mucus cloud is not chaotic. The light pulses within the cloud decay in a geometrically precise manner that mimics the rapid expansion and dissipation of a compressed, structured signal. Why would an emergency defense mechanism require such mathematical structure? The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The hypothesis claims the squid's bioluminescent ink is a data scrambler or tactical signal emitter. When non-human craft operate, the squid's defense is triggered by their advanced sensory emissions, and the light cloud acts as a quick burst data packet to alert others or jam non-local sensors. 3. Stoplight loose jaw. This bizarre dragonfish inhabits the abyssal zone, renowned for its stealth and unique visual capability. Bioluminescence feature. The loose jaw is one of the few organisms that can emit red light, long wavelength, which is invisible to most other deep-sea creatures, who only see blue-green. It also possesses a separate blue light organ. It uses the red light as a stealth searchlight. the scientific gap-ta anomaly. Why develop red light for hunting when blue light is sufficient? The red light is not just rare. The spectrum it emits is incredibly narrow and focused, almost like a filtered military-grade laser. Scientists cannot explain the biological impetus for developing such a specialized, high-energy light system. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. Theorists argue the red light is a highly secure, localized data transfer channel. If extraterrestrial craft use a similar red light spectrum for short-range communication, the loose jaw acts as a passive, biological relay station, immune to standard naval detection. 4. Deep-sea dragonfish. Dragonfish are small, menacing predators with disproportionately large teeth and complex light organs. Bioluminescence. Feature: they have photophores, light organs lining their body, and a long, glowing barbell dangling from their chin, similar to the anglerfish, used as a lure. The scientific gap anomaly. The barbell's light often exhibits rapid, organized color, shifting between blue, green, and UV frequencies when no prey or mate is immediately present. Naval researchers have documented these non-random shifts coinciding with anomalous magnetic field disturbances in the deep ocean trenches. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The complexity of the barbel's color shifting is theorized to be an environmental monitoring and relay unit. The dragonfish essentially acts as a remote sensor, transmitting environmental readings, pressure, temperature, salinity, to deep-sea non-human outposts using coded frequency shifts. 5. Deep-sea comb jellies, ctenophores. Ctenophores are gelatinous, are fragile organisms found throughout the water column. Bioluminescence. Feature: while many produce simple flashes, the movement of their cilia, combs, diffracts ambient light into a stunning, moving rainbow pulse. When stimulated, they emit complex, cascading light waves. The scientific gap-au anomaly. The cascading light waves emitted when startled often follow lysogyse curves, complex geometric paths generated by two oscillating systems. Why would a simple gelatinous creature use geometric, structured light curves for defense? The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The ctenophore is believed to be a biologically integrated signal amplifier. Its highly refractive structure and precise light emission are ideal for carrying and relaying complex geometric signal patterns across vast deep-sea distances without significant data loss. 6. Hatchetfish. Hatchetfish are famous for their thin, compressed bodies and upward-facing eyes. Bioluminescence. Feature: they use specialized belly lights called ventral photophores to perform counter-illumination, matching the faint sunlight filtering down from the surface, making their silhouette disappear from predators below. The scientific gap anomaly. The control over the photophores is extraordinarily fine-tuned, able to adjust light intensity based on minute changes in surface light, far exceeding the precision needed for a simple defense mechanism. The light-matching algorithm is viewed as excessively sophisticated. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. Theorists suggest the hatchetfish's counter-illumination is a form of dynamic camouflage utilized by non-human craft. The fish are positioned along the hull of submerged vehicles, automatically matching the density of the surrounding water column, making the craft visually disappear. 7. Siphonophore. Siphonophores are not single organisms, but colonies of individual units, zooids, connected into massive, complex chains, like the Praia dubia, which can grow over 100 feet long. Bioluminescence. Feature: when disturbed, The entire length of the giant chain emits a spectacular, coordinated wave of light, traveling from one end of the colony to the other. The scientific gap, anomaly, the speed and coordination of the light wave traveling across the entire colony, often through highly dispersed zooids. D-Phi, standard nerve impulse, or chemical diffusion rates. It suggests instantaneous, highly synchronized communication across the vast organism. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The siphonophore chain is theorized to be a massive biological fiber optic cable. The coordinated light pulse is a method of transmitting vast amounts of complex data instantaneously across long distances, acting as a deep-sea network backbone for extraterrestrial communication. 8. Cookie-cutter shark. The cookie-cutter shark is a small predator that takes neat, circular chunks out of its prey. Bioluminescence. Feature: it uses counter-illumination across its ventral surface, except for a small, dark patch near its throat. The scientific gap, anomaly. The dark patch is the key. When the shark performs counter-illumination, the dark patch remains visible against the glowing background, attracting larger predators, like tuna or whales, which the shark then attacks, taking a bite before escaping. This bait and switch is extremely risky and mathematically calculated. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The dark patch is theorized to be a calibrated signal receiver. Its size and position perfectly match known ratios, like the golden ratio, suggesting it's designed to absorb or react to a specific non-biological light frequency, allowing its operators to track or activate it remotely. 9. Ostracods. Ostracods are tiny crustaceans known for their unique defense mechanism, bioluminescence. Feature: when startled, they expel a massive cloud of glowing blue fluid into the water, creating a dazzling swarm of hundreds of individual, pulsing light dots. The scientific gap, anomaly. Naval reports from the 1960s and 70s documented instances where large swarms of ostracods emitted light bursts that appeared to form complex, three-dimensional geometric shapes in the water, e.g., cubes, pyramids, lasting for fractions of a second before dissipating. This complex organization is biologically inexplicable for a swarm defense. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The ostracod swarms are theorized to be ephemeral information displays. They are biological equivalents of pixels, used by non-human intelligence to create temporary, highly organized displays for communication or navigation, triggered by non-visible sonic or magnetic frequencies. 10. Deep-sea shrimp. The deep-sea shrimp, Oplophorus gracilirostris, is a crucial part of the deep-sea food web. Bioluminescence. Feature: when attacked, it spits out a highly concentrated cloud of glowing fluid, chemical light, to confuse the predator and cover its escape. The scientific gap, anomaly. The chemical structure of the light fluid contains compounds that are unusually complex and resilient, remaining luminous for longer than required for a simple escape. Analysis of the fluid has shown traces of synthetic isotopes that do not readily occur naturally in the deep ocean environment. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. The shrimp's light fluid is theorized to be a biological tracer or evasion marker. The complex chemical light acts as a temporary navigational aid, allowing non-human craft to track their location or evade pursuit using the unique, synthesized signature. The deep ocean is a world built on camouflage and concealment, yet these 10 creatures shine with a complexity that defies simple explanation. Their existence forces us to confront the possibility that the language of light we see beneath the waves is not solely for the eyes of nature, but perhaps for the sensors of intelligence far beyond our own. If the deep ocean harbors non-human entities, the most logical method of interaction would be through the environment itself, through biology that acts as a sensor, a beacon, or a highly specialized transmitter. These bioluminescent anomalies, the mathematical precision, the inexplicable frequency shifts. The sudden geometric formations are viewed by many as the evidence. Is it a massive coincidence that the deepest, darkest, least explored regions of our world are teeming with life forms that use light in such non-random, complex, and highly structured ways? Or is the ocean floor the perfect, pressurized dark room for an intergalactic communication network? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these creatures provides the most compelling evidence for the extraterrestrial hypothesis? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications as we continue to shine a light on the secrets hidden in the shadows.